Okay, so yesterday we did the old Fleetwood Library. Today we're going to do the new Fleetwood Library. And like I said, the last few days, Fleetwood Library is like someone was dreaming of being able to design a church in Fleetwood. And the architect, weirdly enough, was at least 10 years ago. I don't know if it's still, 11, 12 years ago. I don't know if it's still true. Was the chief librarian of the library's father, who designed the building. But, I mean, for start off, it's got, this skylight, and it looks even more from the other side. It's just got like a big window and like big church windows in it. The church is pretty much the only building I can describe it as being like. Designed to kind of look a bit older with these with the kind of shelter at the front. But the kind of the sort of architecture is a bit more in keeping with kind of, say, Preston or Burnley or any of the industrial cities. Never really made me think in terms of architecture as of that's silly. Let's try that again. Never really made me think of Fleetwood. And then on the front, just so you can be certain that it's a library, they wrote it in big. I'm not joking, it looks just like that. Library. Like I say, I think someone was trying to design the church, and then they wanted everyone to know after the fact that no, this is a library. It's a library. It might look like a church, but it's not. Okay, so we've got 4. It kind of takes place over 2 floors. So on the ground floor we have all the books, on upstairs it's kind of local history, genealogy, computers for those that don't have one. Like I say, this is actually the tram stop here. So you've got more shelter. The tram is raised from the road and kind of stoops down. When they first built it, it didn't have the tram stop there. That's at ground level. That's the tram. We've got small windows free. And then there's some little windows back here, which is the children's library. and the tram tracks just are in the middle of the road. Right, pen. I have refilled the pen this morning, so I've obviously put it somewhere weird. But like I say, this always makes me think kind of church, and not even a church as you would expect in this town, but kind of other towns, yeah, in Lancashire. Definitely has that Lancashire sort of feeling. And like I say, it was built in the 1980s. Oh, I know it's small when I was young. I remember going to it for the first time. I don't remember what books we took out. When I was young, I struggled to read books really, so I read a lot of Asterix and Obelix. Classic kind of French cartoon. I was talking about it with a friend this week. Much prefer it over Tintin, but just never transferred well to film, unlike Tintin, which has I've done them with cross frames and they don't have them, they're just plain. See, this is why you need to look more than once. They're just plain windows that kind of open. You see, now I know it's full, so if it's doing this, I only just filled it just before I started this stream, because I've got meetings this afternoon, so I need to get on with this, have a shower, get changed. I need to post some more stuff on Patreon. Just trying to fill it with, I'll try and fill it with some older stuff too. If that interests you, I can fill it with some really old work, but we'll see. Library. Yeah, if the Patreon takes off, we can do things like reviewing different pens, different paintbrushes, that sort of jazz. I can review what I have, but what I have is limited. my favourites. I kind of stick to them. And to kind of warrant that, I need to actually be earning some money. I would definitely like to try out some different ink though. I do like the Lamy pens though. I mean, you can quite easily pull the nibs off to clean them. And the only problem with doing that is you've then got to there we go, tap it to actually get the ink out. I have exhibited in the library before, not for a few years though. Like my first solo exhibition was this library here. Because like I say, I met the head librarian quite a few times. I taught her how to make pottery. At my old shop. In fact, we could do that already. We could probably do a bit of a brush review, but we all know I prefer my beat up Paul watercolour brushes to anything. I'll try and work out how old this is, but I think it is probably 6 years. I used to have a friend who lived in Manchester, and one of my universities is Manchester School of Art. So, say one. I went to many universities for fun. No, went to 3 before I graduated. I've done 2 postgraduate degrees over the years. I wouldn't recommend doing so many degrees and postgrad degrees. I only paid for one of the postgrad degrees. The other one, was paid for because it was a research degree, so I managed to secure funding to do a master's by research. BA in ceramics, a qualified art teacher. Hilariously, to me, I always look at my work and go, I wouldn't learn that from him. It's because I was taught to paint. I was told about painting because I was never really taught. I only went to art school for 1 year or 2 years. You were supposed to be there. I got packed it in. And did design qualification instead. Because I fell in love with ceramics. And ceramics was design rather than art. At least that's how it was taught at our university. Some universities teach it as an art subject. I mean, you still come out with a BA rather than a BSci, but that's the same for most design degrees, apart from like industrial design, which I did do a segment of. University. Did a couple of modules, decided it wasn't for me. I wanted something more hands-on. Because if you went to university and tried to do watercolour paintings like this, you'd get absolutely trounced by a lot of the teachers. At least when I was at uni anyways. Neutralise that, and some more of that cerulean, because we can want a light bluish grey for this. There we go. And that, and this, and that. And then we want just something to fill that in. Dark colour for that, and this. For that we can want for this door back here, we're going to want a brown, so I've just gone for some iron oxide. Tram stop is our kind of greenish colour, because that's Blackpool Transport's livery. Just have that all there. There we go. And the road's technically been covered in kind of no. We'll just do road colour to help balance it out. There we go. So it's one of those. We just need to do some shadows. It's one of those that if I was cropping it, I'd probably crop. It's quite a long building. If I did it again, like I say, I'd use a long piece of paper and narrower. If I was trying to do it kind of to sell rather than just a sketchbook. Same here. We need something to make that step up. Because that is separate to the road. So yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.